Hey folks, Quilly18 here and welcome to more Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as Bulgaria. We're communist Bulgaria, and we unfortunately didn't go down the route of making our own faction because, as said, I tested it and in this particular game, the way things had gone, it wasn't going to be very exciting. So we did join the common term, and that does mean we are in a war currently, although not a war we are personally concerned about. If we look at diplomacy map mode, we can see we are in a war with all these fellas over here, which is pretty far away from where we are. We don't even have a freaking navy. Literally not a single ship. It's a damn shame. We can't even go fishing. Oh, alright, no warships anyway. That's new. I like that. They've got a bunch of these little like extra integrated videos for tutorials in here that I don't know when they added that, but that's a brilliant idea. You know, because I think videos are a pretty good way to learn video games, but that's just me. We're building up a few armies, a few troops over here. We are on the northern border, ready to maybe move against Romania. But of course, if we do find ourselves in a war against Romania, we're also going to find ourselves in a war against Turkey. So we really do have to deal with that flank. What I'm going to do, maybe I won't worry about guarding the coast, because really we're going to have troops in Varna. And if I set up border on the southern edge over here, we'll also have troops in Burgas. I'd sort of set this defensive line, you know, to worry about naval invasions. But I don't know. This is just a suspicion I'm going to have, but I don't think we're actually going to... I don't think Japan's going to navally invade us via the Black Sea. I don't know why I think that, but it might actually be the case. So what we're going to do is we're going to plan a little battle route to the south. We'll grab... what are you see, we've got a lot of... None of those are particularly helpful, but what the heck? I don't think we're going to go and invest in either of these two either, but maybe you'll get some different experience. We clearly do need some new troops. We are training some, and finally, because we did get some of those laws tweaked, maybe I'll go and grab a couple more and send them to the south, just so that, well, a couple, I guess I mean 3, just so that we have a smattering of troops on both sides. If something were to happen over here, I would kind of expect the Soviets to maybe bring troops in. In fact, I'm sort of surprised they haven't deployed any over here yet, but we'll see what comes out. How come you don't have a play button? If I hold control, it's there. Oh! I think because I made the battle plan on the army group as opposed to the army. And yeah, I was redrawing it as well to plan to maybe like push up to these mountains or something like that. It's a little less derpy than that line. Crossing this river won't be necessarily easy, but we're not, if we do find ourselves in a war, we probably aren't going to start pushing immediately, although I guess currently there's no troops over there, so that's a thing. We do have some available operations. I can't remember where we left off on some of these things. We are stealing some blueprints as is. Yeah, and there's some other jobs preparing, so we can probably ignore that. We don't need to deploy our planes anywhere. That's going to be okay. I'm going to recolor this army to, I don't know, yellow. Done. Okay, we can go ahead and unpause at this point. Let me go to speed 4 first a bit while I get my bearings here. New day of recording. But I'll probably end up going to speed 5. We are getting the Vasil-Levski National Military University. I should have Googled this guy first to figure out who he is, what his name is, and what's his significance. But it will give us a research slot. That's the most important thing, of course. Vasil is known for generating a research slot, apparently. A little bit of warning going on over here, which you don't care about. We'll probably get the annoying warning about naval invasions from time to time, but none of it should be something that bothers us. Czechoslovakia is still independent. They are. Again, other than maybe joining the Polish faction, I don't know what they are going to do. Ooh. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. So they must have taken a decision for this. They weren't influenced. They went down some sort of decision tree. I gotta say, pretty kick-ass flag that they end up with over here. Actually, I don't know. The gear here, looks like there's an orange segment in the top left that doesn't really stand out properly. I think that, which is kind of odd, because why is there half of it is in blue, then like a third is in yellow, and then whatever is left over is orange? What an odd set of colors to choose from. I just like the sort of circle shape with the flag inside is actually quite nifty. Still considering maybe doing some funky things and flipping the United States, but now that that Canada's common term. Maybe we just, you know, plan on warring the United States at some point. That's not really going to be our decision, though. I think it's more like we'll prepare in case a war with the United States happens. But we are pretty far away from being able to intentionally do anything like that. We may as well grab this. Yeah, may as well. I mean, it's just a boost. I was just thinking, like, oh, we're still pretty far away from this thing, but at least we'll be ready to go, and it's still going to be a useful boost for us, so that seems okay. All right, troops are troopinating over here. I wonder if we don't have we might be able to add a few more lines. I think our manpower is growing a little bit faster than we're consuming it here, but let's wait a little bit, because if fighting does start, we do want to have a little bit of a buffer. Oh, it's definitely going up. We do want to have a little bit of a buffer here so that we can reinforce troops. But we could probably start training maybe another unit at a time here. I still have the infinite job on there, which is going to be fine for now, and we'll just work out some of our balances. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll do 3 runs right now, so 15 more divisions. I don't know if we'll have enough for that, but we'll see. And at least it'll sort of peter out and stop at some point, and I can just deal with things as they come up. So, network, jobs, this is all fine. Doing some work over there. We'll probably have to do some spying on Turkey. Yeah, as much as it would be fun to do shenanigans against, say, the United States, I think we've got to mostly pay attention to our neighboring situation over here. We can go and modify this. Yeah, I guess, okay, you know what, it's time. I'm going to grab the Air Warfare Theorist here. I'd still like if we could have gotten the ground one, but we'll go ahead and bring that in so we can get some air XP, which, will be helpful because we are not going to be able to produce that many planes, but at least the planes we have, we might be able to tweak the design. Give fighters with extra speed is a very big deal for the fighting that happens. It would be nice to have a few ships as well. We may need to invest in some convoys at some point, but of course, right now, like we don't have any dockyards. We do get some through our decisions, which is probably all we're going to do. But yeah, see, we've got a whole tree to help us develop that, which at some point, yes. Pressure of the Balkans gives us what again? Oh yeah, it's insane. We do need found DVF Sopot over here. More military factories, artillery support things. A new design company for artillery research speed might be nice too. Justify war goal time is reduced. At a certain point, I mean, we could consider justifying now. I don't think that there's a reason to do it now because if we had to choose, we wouldn't be in a war yet. At some point, you know, yeah, we want to play. It's a war game after all. But I don't think right now is the time. We'd like a few divisions to be trained up before we do that. What I could do is I could go and deploy these lines right away. Because they aren't going to deploy because of a equipment shortage. We have a shortage of support equipment, and we certainly do. When we get our next military factory, I'm going to go ahead and do this. How's our steel situation? Oh yeah, we've got a huge deficit. We are going to import some more. Let's bring in from France. That's going to be fine. Buh? What am I doing wrong? I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. Do we not have factories? Oh, we might be running something. Are we running something that's consuming our factories? Special projects. Operations. Oh, are spy operations themselves consuming them? Because we're not doing this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. All right, well, we'll deal with that in a scooch. Which means this is going to be frozen over here. Let me actually cancel this and bring this down to 1. We might just need to build a few more. All right, that's wonderful. Do I want to get this right away? Yeah, military factories. The problem is that now we need to get, like, all the things. Oh, right, I manually joined the common term. We didn't actually go through this. The joint research effort could also be nice, because then we'd get research boosts to things. New leaders. Oh, wow. More command power is interesting. I don't tend to, you know, I don't spend it as much as I think I should. Division recovery rate. I actually don't know if we actually have to rush Prussia, the Balkans, until we're fighting. But this is probably worth it for the military factories, so that we can have more support equipment being made. I think I might go back to making civilian factories. And I kind of wish I'd built more. How are we doing? Fuel, excavation. I mean, some of that might still help. We don't produce that many goods. Mostly it's some... Wait, I'm sorry. Did we not? Did we not do a bunch of things to get a bunch of chromium? No, we didn't yet. I'm getting confused with my with the game that didn't happen. The game where I went through to make my own faction. Mineral extraction in the Rodopes? I don't know. This place. Will give us a bunch more chromium, which all of a sudden does make the mineral extraction maybe a little bit more worthwhile. I'm not sure if it's that worthwhile yet. Are we still doing land doctrines? We are. I think we'll pop some air doctrines. We do actually have the dude giving us bonus. This is more air superiority and experience as opposed to more aces. I'm going to go this way. Just because I actually don't. The aces UI is not fun for me, so I really don't care about them too much. They might turn out to be the most important and powerful thing in Hearts of Iron 4. And apparently it doesn't really matter that much because it's kind of poop. Alright. Still waiting for some of these operations to finish. We're still low on stuff. Oh, a bunch more just being available, probably because our spy network's gotten high enough. We can see some invasions over there. Whoa! Alright. First thing that popped up. Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. Yes, well, so Yugoslavia could have been friends with us, as is they're not. It'll be interesting to see if they get declared on what faction, if any, they join. London Conference, using the annexation of Austria and the German Reich as the basis of their claim, now demand rightful return of former Austrian territory of Slovenia. So Yugoslavia is getting a couple of different things going in their direction. Now, if they join the common term, we could suddenly find ourselves in the war with the Axis. Well, hold on. Actually, we could find ourselves in the war with a couple of different people, because Germany's the Axis, Italy's in the Allies, fascist allies, if you recall. Our stability's low. Oh, at war. Are we on a defensive war? We might need to boost that up. We could consider running improved worker conditions. It's going to eat some of our factories again for a little bit, but it might be worthwhile, because that's some pretty low stability. I think we can get a few from some events, but I think it's worth going ahead and doing that. And we could recruit some units in Greece. I mean, sure. Doesn't cost me points. I don't think they hit that. Or maybe it did. Might still be useful. Alright, yeah, so we're going to see. I don't know if Yugoslavia hasn't been declared on yet. Oh, did they give in to the decision? Because they're only at justifying over there. I don't know. Improved infantry equipment is ready to go. We don't have a way to skip the ahead of time penalty, unfortunately. I was like, do I want to waste the 100-day thing? But I don't think it matters. I think that the tech cost... The tech cost for everything is the same, right? Except scaled for the... No, this one is cheaper. Because ideally you'd like the 100% boost on something that's the most expensive. But I don't know if there's a way to check sort of the base cost of these things. I don't know. See, this Mountain Infantry 2 is cheaper. Unless we've got some implicit bonuses to Mountain Infantry training specifically that aren't listed sort of here. I don't know. I'll grab the sport weapons. If there is a war that starts, we'll appreciate the extra 5% boost to a few of our stats along the way. Overwhelming firepower is coming in. We're going to keep working down our superior firepower doctrine, especially right now. We've got the 100%. What we might do after this, if we don't have any more tech boosts, what we might do is check the tree to see if we have any more land doctrine tech boosts, in which case we will wait until we've unlocked those to keep researching the doctrines. We're going to go ahead and do this, because we're going to want recon companies on everything. We don't right now. That's right. We want to add it in, but we don't have the support equipment right now to be able to cover that. We don't have a tremendous shortage but it's still going to be a thing. Now, Burgess over here, you're doing that. Yeah, I am wondering if we go back to civilian factories. Just to support the trade. Nah, military factories is going to have to be the way to go. Let's queue up another one over there. Wouldn't mind possibly having some radar over here. I mean, I would love to have some radar over here for when the war starts, but I'm not sure that we can necessarily justify that. All right, 1940. I don't think we're going to do the nuke stuff. These are really big and expensive researches over here. It does give us a research boost, but we spend one slot, a whole year on one slot. It might still work out. I mean, that's 20% of our research for a year, but then we gain 4% for the rest of the game. We actually might still get value from this. Now, before we do, though, there's uranium processing over here, which does give us a boost, substantial boost for nuclear technology. Yeah, I think we're going to go... And it only needs one of these? Oh, no, okay. It needs this and one of these two. I actually think that would be pretty good value to do this, and then maybe we pick up the nuclear research then when we've got the speed boost. Let's develop more mountain infantry tech. I know we don't have any in the field yet, but this plan is probably still to do so. Danish Union. France is part of the Danish Union with Denmark. Greece joins the Danish Union. I've never, ever, ever seen this faction. Ever. Oh, this is beautiful. This is starting to feel like a Kaiserreich game with, like, so many different factions. Czechoslovakia. Okay. I actually don't know what that's going to mean for you. Because you're in a faction... okay, no, it does mean something. Right, because that was Germany. Yeah, because I was forgetting that, mostly Romania. Romania was in the Axis, which means with Germany, which means that Denmark and France bordering them does mean something. This probably is bad for Denmark. Until Germany declares war on the Low Countries, France should be able to hold this line. And we know what you're working on? No, unknown focuses. Invest it into China. Oh, things are about to go crazy. I am really happy we joined the common term because I would be pretty nervous at this point. Did we steal Excavation 3? Well, that's swell. Alright, just chill for now. I don't think we need to do this much counter-spying. Well, plus we've got diminishing returns and stuff too, so... I think what we'll do is we'll build a network here. And we'll build a network... here. Maybe we'll keep one of you counter-spying, actually. Now, I don't know if anyone's got, like, a particularly good thing for counter-spying or what, but we'll do that. Trade situation. Yeah, there we go. Now I've got some factories again. I mean, we could use almost the 24. I think I'll just trade 2 away. 16, that's the majority of it, and then we don't waste any of that trade income. That's going to boost our production, which is going to be required. We do need some tungsten. I don't know if it's worth, because I think all we need is a couple of units, basically, right? Save, save, save. Yeah. I am wondering if we should get the extra line of steel, but we really could use the civilian factories right now. Luxembourg joins the Danish Union. Okay. So here's some of the Low Countries stuff. Southern China coming in as well. I guess if I keep making military factories, I am just going to need to import more stuff. I actually do think we're going to go back to a couple of civilian factories after this. I think literally a couple. Because I think we're going to need them to import some resources that we might be missing to support these military factories. Greece is fighting back like crazy. Okay, founded the DVF, which gives us the military factory and a boost to support artillery. We're going to take the mineral extraction here. We've got some unassigned divisions coming in. So we'll just start spreading them out. It's really loud for some reason. I don't know what all the banging is coming from. What is the decision available? War propaganda against Germany, which we don't need to do because we have 100% war support. Thank you very much, game. I'm going to do this, because we are going to want more towed artillery, although if we don't get the tungsten, and I don't want to trade for 3 tungsten, which is now how much we need, that doesn't feel like a very good ratio of resources. But at some point, we might have to. Because our production is poop. We could get more excavation. We got the doctrines. Oh yeah, let's get our next tier of fighter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add fighter to the queue so that I get reminded to switch this, and then what we'll do is maybe make an adjustment to what factories we have at that point. Recon Company 2 is done. We don't have any recon companies deployed, but it is still the hope that we do so. We're going to keep ignoring the tank research for now. We've got the boost to artillery research, which is great, and we do want to get the new level of artillery in play. Trotsky survives an assassination attempt. Alright, join the southern line. I mean, I could forcibly assign things. Actually, let's go and eject you guys, so we can start doing the next thing. I know you don't have all your gear, but that's going to be okay. I'm going to get you to go north again. And Yugoslavia is still at peace, which is nice to see. Because I think when they fall, Zogsmith to Italy, that's going to make it harder. I think when they fall, it's going to put more, well, allies or axes. I actually don't know who's going to be the first to pull the trigger on Yugoslavia, but it's going to put them on our borders, and that might be a wee bit dicey. Czechoslovakia still holds for now. Denmark did fall as expected. France is holding for now as well, with I don't think any changes one way or another. We've got a ton of manpower sitting around, so we are really restricted to our equipment right now. And actually, we've got even more modifiers. When we do go the Prussia of the Balkans, we're going to get even more manpower. So that's not going to be a shortage. We have some more infantry equipment. I mean, some of it's going to go to here. At some point, we may want to just stop more divisions and instead embiggen our divisions. I mean, we still don't have the, multiple of 20 combat width, which isn't as critical unless you're super stacking things. Because most of the time, you're not exactly at combat width anyway. So you don't really worry. It's not as important to have an exact multiple. We're going to keep going down here. That's going to be okay. Outdated equipment. Yes, indeed. We're going to switch over to this. Thank you very much. We do have some artillery in storage. We could probably add a support company, but we're going to be adding line is what we're going to do. I don't remember. Did we add some already? No, we never did. If I were to add this now, it would actually be okay. We go from 18 to 21 combat width, which is what I'm going to do right now. And then later, when we get enough artillery to add more, what I might do is cut out 2 of these to make it an equal 20. So if we take out 2 infantry and put in artillery, it'll be 20. Or I'll just keep growing, and we'll go for combat width 40 with some amount of artillery. I don't know what the ratio is at that point, but that might be the way to go. Keep going with this. We do need these divisions, but yeah, we might stop after that. We need enough divisions so that we have, like, enough to have at least 1 division every tile that, we border one of our neighbors with, but then we will see after that. Armored car, we don't really have the production to add armored cars into this. This has been working. We're going to ignore the ship stuff for now. I guess I'll just grab the support equipment 3. Because it's fine, and we know we're going to want it. Material designer. This is one of the ones we just unlocked, actually. The artillery designer over here. Artillery research speed plus 10%. And completing Prussia of the Balkans will upgrade it. Oh, but a bunch of these will. I think that's what we sort of saw over here. It doesn't tell us what it'll do. But presumably it will make artillery... But you know what? I just want to go for it because thematically I'm going to go heavy artillery. And I'm curious of what this is going to lead to. We are researching some artillery right now, so we'll get the bonus presumably right away. Hopefully it applies to research that is currently ongoing. We don't have to reset it. Turkey's restarting its push over here. Looks like we got some German troops helping out. Mineral extraction is done. I'm going to follow that up with the utmost optimization, which will give us even more boosts to things, which is really nice. At some point, yeah, we do have to train some mountain divisions. What is the... Oh, that's pretty low. That's pretty low. I don't want to start them as is, because... I mean, I could do 1 and then work to upgrade it, I suppose. Thank you, autosave, for eating my inputs. Thank you. All right. Maybe I will train one. And then we will see. Decision available. There we go. Mineral extraction in the Ropidopsibups, which is going to give us 3 chromium here. And this is going to be semi-repeatable. Lend-lease for support equipment, please and thank you. Although that is going to use some convoys. We really do need to get some convoy production. We've completed Prepare Collaboration Government in Yugoslavia, which I don't know if that was a mission worth doing. It ate a lot of our factories for a long time, and I'm not sure. Now, over here, this might not be so bad. We're definitely going to find ourselves at war with Romania. Helping to unlock a cipher wouldn't be a terrible idea. We could have it ready to go. Capture cipher. There we go. That one is good. There's another capture cipher. We're now excellent. You need support equipment, infantry equipment, 1 civilian factory. 1 over 15 days is okay. And I think we are working on the cipher. Oh shit, it's nearly done. We don't even need this mission. Hold on. Refund. Cancel. Collaboration government there may actually be worthwhile. Let's try to infiltrate the army, actually. Is there infiltration effectiveness? Infiltration effectiveness. And it'll give us a token, but it'll give us a few more options. It'll give us some more intel overall. Well, I mean, really, it's the question is, what is our army intel? Not that much, actually, so... No, getting a little bit more info that way would be very good. I don't think I shift-click these. Let me just cancel and make sure it's a shift-click. I mean, we could use more army experience, but we're still a little low on equipment. So I think we don't want to go too far. We would like to get these guys fully XP'd up, which would be nice, but otherwise let's not stress too much. Support equipment is still a little hard up. Artillery upgrade is done. I mean, we're going to have a line anti-tank. We haven't actually started anti-tank production yet. It's in the queue, but I don't think it's really doing much. This is a little too far ahead of time. I don't know about anything else over here. We might want a... We might even want a line anti-air, but we might want to support anti-air. I would like close-to-air support planes, but I don't think we've got the means for it. Tell you what, I'm going to pick this excavation. We're starting to produce a little bit more. If we can get one more resource or something... Italy is influencing my politics. Are they really? I mean, they're fascists, so presumably they're going to be attempting to grow fascist. We do have a democratic presence because we do have one of our... I guess integrating the agrarians was giving us a little bit of democratic growth, but we still have a lot of communist growth to balance it out. Yeah, I think right here. So 0.05, but we have another guy who's doing 0.05, and we've got other modifiers. So we're not going to flip to democratic, I don't think. Fate of Yugoslavia. There we go. Independent state of Croatia. So Germany annexed some stuff, and we've got the independent state of Croatia over here. They are fascists and have joined the Axis. National focus bypassed. Oh. Because Yugoslavia. Oh, annexed literally the rest. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize they were completely gone. So that got bypassed because they don't exist, which is interesting because if Yugoslavia doesn't exist, we can still do this. Not that we're gonna, but we can. Yeah, we want a bunch of these things, but let's see. Balkans Federation project is available. Oh, because we did finish that. Bring together experts in different areas such as economic, industry, politics, and society. Analyze why the project of the Balkan Federation failed in the 20s. Now, it's fairly... Oh, I was going to say it's fairly cheap at 15, but no. It's going to cost us an extra 60 political power over time. So it's a 75 political power decision. Although, it gives us 70 back when it finishes, so it's effectively free. It gives us communism. Yugoslavia doesn't exist, so it's not going to do that, but it might lead to something else. I don't know. Let's push the button. If somehow we could get... Oh. As I say, Greece, what's left of it in here. This might be relevant for after the war, once some things shake out. Nationalist South Africa joins the Allies. Okay, then. Oh, Canada. Love it. I suppose we could send an attaché, couldn't we? We need political power. That might not be a terrible idea, because I think it gives us land experience. And I don't use that very often, but now might be a good time to do it. Greece has officially capitulated. Okay. What I'm going to do, just because I think the line here... Oh, there's still a little bit of Greece territory. And that's going to fall in a second. Because it's just, I think, some French troops sitting here. What flag is that? I think that's the French flag. I mean, they can't possibly last very long. Okay, more capitulations. Training's still going on there, which is fine. Oh, man, we gotta put a cut in here. We've got our next doctrine thing. And yeah, I'm curious. I wonder... doctrine. So we've done rebuild the army. We've done this one. This is air doctrine. That's just called doctrine. That's going to be navy. So there's some naval doctrine stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's another research bonus for land doctrine. That might be the last one that gives us land doctrine. I suppose I might have been able to just search for land doctrine. So yeah, all right. So we can keep researching the land doctrine and not worry about wasting a research boost, as long as we get that one national focus before we completely finish the tree. So I'm pretty pleased with that. It's going to be real hairy when the war starts, because now we are officially surrounded on all sides by the Axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? And then these are kind of shared. Still, I'm going to grab 4. Put you in your own army. Put you over here. We'll draw some sort of plan. And get you to come over there, and we'll assign some sort of leader over on that side. But yeah, that's looking pretty rough, you guys. Let's give you a color. Actually, so white, green, red are our colors for our flag, right? So let's have white, green. I don't know if it's the right green, but it'll be okay. And red. Sort of Bulgarian colors. It's not, that's a little bit of an off-white. I don't think that's the right green. The red might be kind of close, though. But there you go. I like it. Love it. Thanks for watching, folks. We're going to keep this going next. And I think war is going to happen really soon. And normally I'm quite eager for it to break out. But I think the longer it takes, the better it's going to be for us. I'm going to go ahead and eject these. I realize they're not fully trained. But I want to start doing the next division. So it's going to cost us a little bit of equipment to finish fully training them this way. But I think that's going to be okay. Maybe there was other ways to do it, but no, I don't know. They were most of the way there. I could have waited probably until they actually finished. We're going to finish this run. That's going to be fine. And then we are going to mostly work on editing the templates if at all possible. Let me look at the trade situation. Oh, we do still need a crap ton more steel. Oh, because we're not getting deliveries here. Why? Wait. What do you mean no trade routes can be found? To me, it looks like we don't need... No convoys are needed. Oh, but now... Oh, I see! They're actually blanked out now, is what's going on. I can dig it. We still don't have convoys, so we can't get stuff from overseas. But yeah, we weren't getting anything. Let's trade one with Italy. We can get one factory from Belgium. We can get one from Turkey. Now, some of this is trading with enemies, but we're going to have to do it. So this will come out to 24, which should most alleviate that. I'm going to trade for some tungsten as well. We actually do need a little bit of it. British Malaya. So that's interesting. No convoys with British Malaya? I mean, I guess not. I mean, I guess we got a ground connection, at least for now. We'll bring that in. We're sort of wasting 3 of the tungsten that we're getting, but we do need to actually have our equipment production ramping up now. I'm always loath to overtrade like that, but I think it's worthwhile in this case. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. We're going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.